It is getting to the point where I should just buy a lottery ticket and play the numbers 9 and 7 and maybe a 6 in there as well, because that's the only thing I've found consistent this NFL season. What's good, YouTube? It's Zach, and today we got NFL Week 16 predictions. I'm joined by one, the only Dolphins eliminated from playoff contention, the Cringy Gamer. How you doing, my good sir?
Besides my team playing poorly with the playoffs on the line, but let's be real, they weren't probably going to make it anyways. Other than that, I'm doing great. It's good to be back, and I'm excited for Week 16.
As I preluded, I've once again found a way to correctly pick 9 games, going 9 and 7. Cringy got me going 10 and 6, improving our records to I am 145 and 79, and Cringy only 5 games back with 3 weeks to play at 140 and 84. He's making a run. I can tell you what team is not making a run. We have the Miami Dolphins making me very upset on Monday Night Football, where I thought they were going to be able to defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers. And shout out to Cringy for betting against his own team there. But Cringy, I mean, you're going to talk about your Dolphins quarterback situation, but I mean, what do you guys do from here?
Honestly, I think we're making the right call, benching Tua. I will say I was surprised to put him as the third emergency quarterback, but I mean, we might as well see what Quinn Ewers can do. I mean, heck, if you got to put in Zach Wilson, go ahead. I mean, I think it's a good call, man. I mean, our season's basically over, so might as well see what the other guys can do. I mean, just what a pitiful performance. I mean, we had a great first half, but came out of halftime. We just gave the Steelers like 3 touchdowns. It was a flipping disaster to watch. But yeah, I just know my Dolphins, and I had to bet against them because I knew they would pull something like that. But yeah, it's sad to see. But let's be real, they probably weren't going to make it anyways. They need a lot of stuff to happen to make the playoffs.
Up next, we had, of course, my Minnesota Vikings continuing to ruin their draft position, getting the win on Sunday Night Football against the Dallas Cowboys. The Vikings were already mathematically eliminated from playoff contention before this game. And, of course, J.J. McCarthy putting 2 weeks back-to-back against some really subpar defenses. I'm pretty sure I said this, that the Vikings were probably going to look better than they were because that Dallas secondary is questionable at best. J.J. McCarthy looked good in back-to-back weeks. Cringy, is it just because the Vikings are like, there's no more like pressure because they've been eliminated, or is J.J. McCarthy going to at least be an average quarterback?
I guess it could be a bit of both. I mean, like I said, I think they should just lose just to get the better draft. I mean, their seasons are basically over, but I mean, now they just want to win games to win games, I guess. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, every quarterback has their good and bad days. Hopefully, McCarthy can at least be somewhat of a decent quarterback for you guys in the near future. But I guess only time will tell with that one.
And finally, we had the game of the week between the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. The Packers, just absolute heartbreak, losing Micah Parsons for the rest of the season with that torn ACL. Christian Watson went down. They lost a couple of guys on the offensive line, including Zach Tom, the 2 first name guy. But in all seriousness, dude, the Packers Super Bowl odds probably went from like plus 500 to plus 3,000. Micah Parsons is an absolute game wrecker. I mean, they have still an 88% chance of making the playoffs. But, Cringy, I think the Packers Super Bowl window closed, and this is just more honestly about the Packers' loss than the Broncos proving their win. But, Cringy, where do you think the Packers go from here?
Yeah, man, it's a tough one, man. Lost one of your best guys. I think they just keep going, see what they can do. I mean, yeah, like you said, the Super Bowl window is probably a lot more closed now for them. But hey, man, just try to have a good run with what you got. Prayers up for Micah Parsons, man. I hope you have a great speedy recovery. Yeah, man, I think they just kind of just have to wing it, see what happens from the rest of the season for them.
All right, now we get into the meat and potatoes. And here we go again, 16 games from here on in. Starting things off on Thursday, we do have the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Cringy, whoever wins this game takes the lead in the NFC as that 1 seed. Both teams 11 and 3, both teams fighting for that division title. The Rams are going to be without Davante Adams more likely than not. He is doubtful to play tomorrow, which is absolutely a diabolical thing for the Rams offense. I mean, Puka Nacua is up there for offensive player of the year. Seahawks, I mean, they had a really interesting loss their past week, or not, sorry, they almost lost to 44-year-old Philip Rivers. They ended up winning with 6 Jason Meyer field goals. Even without Davante Adams, Cringy, I do believe the Rams are still the best team in the NFL right now. Colby Parkinson is stepping up. Blake Corum is looking like a really good running back. And dude, this is honestly Sam Darnold. This is just like that Lions game, if you remember last year, where he shit his pants as a Vikings quarterback and lost to the Lions week 18. Rams get the win just because I don't believe Sam Darnold can win big games. Cringy, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm gonna go with the Rams. I mean, yeah, despite Devontae Adams, I think I'm saying they're one of the best teams in the NFL. And I think it'll be a really close game. I mean, the Seahawks ain't that bad of a team, but like you said, Sam Darnold has his moments, of course. I think it'll be a very close game, but I think the Rams will get the job done.
We now head into a doubleheader on Saturday. I love it when we have Saturday football. We have an NFC East showdown between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. If you'd have told me at the beginning of the season that this game was going to be a really high-profile game, I would have believed you. But Jaden Daniels and a whole lot of injuries to that Commanders offense derailed their season. And now, at least they're going to get a shiny draft pick. The Eagles had a really big statement win. I believe it was over the Raiders. They won 31-0.
Yep.
Absolutely diabolical stuff there. And then Commanders, I think it's still Marcus Mariota at quarterback. It doesn't matter. Eagles are going to get this win here. If the Commanders win this game for starters, that's a really bad look for Philadelphia. And they ruin their draft positioning. I don't see the Commanders trying too hard to win this game, but they always play the Eagles tough. If you go back, I think the Commanders have split them the last 3 years. So, and they're at home, so they have a shot. But give me the Eagles, get this win. Cringy, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Eagles as well, man. I mean, yeah, this is the Commanders. I mean, I know I said that when they went against the Vikings and they got blown out by the Vikings, but I mean, I don't know, man. This is the Eagles. I mean, they got, like I said, they got a huge statement win over the Raiders, but it is the Raiders, of course. I think the Eagles should have no problems, but the Commanders do like to put up a fight against the Eagles. I do remember some of those games.
And now the Saturday night game, we have an NFC North showdown between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. My pick actually changed because I did have the Packers winning this game. However, Micah Parsons' injury, it's going to be very interesting to see how they're going to be able to stop that Bears rushing attack. Bears offensive line is one of the healthier ones in football, and their defense isn't too shabby as well. I expect a big game from Rome Odunze in this one. Give me the home team, Chicago Bears, to get the win here. Cringy, what do you got?
Yeah, just because things are getting down to the wire, I don't blame you on that call, but I am going to go with the Green Bay Packers. I don't really have a reason. I'm just really trying to keep this close. I got to have some splits going in for the rest of these weeks. But yeah, I mean, this should be still, regardless, a good game. I mean, like I said, hoping for speedy recovery for Michael Parsons, obviously, but it's going to be very interesting how they play from here on out, and I'm excited to see it. But I'm going to go with the Packers getting the win. I mean, this game could probably go either way, to be honest, but I'm going to give me the Packers.
Now we're heading into Sunday at the 1 o'clock window. We have our easy pick'em of the week. We have the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cleveland Browns. We are the Cleveland Browns, and you will lose this football game. The Bills, after trailing 21-0 to the New England Patriots, found a way to crush Illusion's hearts and came back to win that football game. Cam the Scholar probably told him a whole bunch of gunk. And yeah, Bills winning this game. And if they lose this game to the Cleveland Browns, it is a code red, fire everyone, Sean McDermott, get out of here type situation. Bills win 38-7. Cringy, what do you got?
No, it's so irks me that one of Browns wins is against my own team. It kind of really hurts to see. But yeah, I mean, this is the Bills, a way better team than the Dolphins. Yeah, this should be an easy win for the Bills. I mean, yeah, they're just the Cleveland Browns. Not much more can be said. So give me the Bills getting this easy win over the Browns.
Up next, we have a very interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys are fighting for their lives right now, 1% chance to make the playoffs. I'm pretty sure that's through the division. I think they have to win out. Eagles have to lose out. As soon as the Cowboys lose or Eagles win, they will be eliminated. However, I am going to go with the home team. Give me the upset. The Dallas Cowboys will get this win. This is because the LA Chargers offensive line is absolutely diabolically atrocious. Justin Herbert still playing with a broken left hand, I believe. And the Chargers' run game has been really bad as of late. I know Dallas doesn't have a good defense, but I think Dak Prescott shows up after not having a single touchdown last week. Cowboys win. Cringy, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Cowboys. They seem to like they're actually putting a fight with their playoff 1% hopes on the line, unlike my Miami Dolphins should have done, which they didn't. But yeah, I mean, the Cowboys are playing a lot of solid football right now, and I think they'll come in and take down the Chargers. I think they might keep it close. Who knows? But I'm going to go with the Cowboys as well.
Really? Interesting. All right. Next, we would have had an easy pick 'em if a certain Patrick Mahomes was playing. We have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Tennessee Titans. And the fact that the Chiefs are still favored to win this game with Gardner Minshew at quarterback tells you everything to know about Tennessee. Yeah, Chiefs are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. They're not playing for anything at this point. But I think the Titans are going to try to tank more than the Chiefs are, trying to tank more as well. It'll be a very low-scoring game. I think Chiefs win 13-10. Cringy, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chiefs. Yeah, there's just no reason especially for the Titans, there's just no reason to ruin your draft pick even more. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Chiefs getting this win. Like I said, I think it'll be a very sloppy, low-scoring game as well. But, yeah, I think the Chiefs will pull off this win.
Oh, my God, no way. We have our dumpster fire game of the week. Yes, this is exactly what I want to see, said people in prison. We have the New Jersey Jets taking on the New Orleans Saints, bro. Brady Cook versus Tyler Schlock. It's much see television here. Dude, will there be 10 points scored in this game? That is what the big question is. And Brady Cook doesn't look good at all. Garrett Wilson's not playing. It's gonna be Breece Hall versus Saints because I mean the Jets are literally just a Breece Hall one-man wrecking crew. I thought I was gonna pick the Jets, but the Saints have been looking really good as of late. They knocked off the Panthers, sweeping the Panthers this season. So I think the Saints are the much better ran team right now. They're gonna get this win. Cringy, what do you got?
Yeah, I was really gonna make that point. I'm gonna go with the Saints too. They just been. I thought I knew the Saints, but I guess now I really don't. So, but and they've won. Yeah, they beat the Panthers and they beat the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the Saints are just playing a lot better football, like as of right now, than the Jets. So yeah, this should be a very close game for sure. But I think the Saints will win this game.
Up next, we have a game that might make me eat 5,000 calories. We have the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants. I mean, man, the Vikings are riding high right now on a 2-game win streak, of course, after they've been eliminated from playoff contention. And then you have the New York Giants who are just finding ways to ruin their fan base's hopes and dreams all over again. And that's going to continue here. Give me my Minnesota Vikings getting this win. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings lose because that's what they do. Again, it's really bad teams. Vikings win. Cringy, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Vikings too. They just, like I said, they just got like a huge. They're on a 2-game win streak. They just got a huge win over the Cowboys. But like you said, they love to win, of course, right after their playoff hopes are crushed. But yeah, they're winning some big games when they probably shouldn't. But yeah, I mean, but here's like you said, they might just lose because it's a bad team now. But I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I feel like it's just a safer pick over the Giants. But who knows? The Giants definitely have the potential to upset here for sure.
Up next, we have a battle of the NFC South. Whoever wins this game takes the lead in the division. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Carolina Panthers. Both teams 7-7. Both teams refusing to win football games. Who the Buccaneers, I think, have lost 6 of their last 8. Panthers are not looking too hot either after losing to the Saints for a second time. Cringy. The Saints swept them. Like, what are we even talking about? And, dude, I'm going with the home team in this one. Give me the Carolina Panthers. Get this win. Buccaneers are favored to win, so they're probably going to win because my luck. I always have to go 9-7. Panthers win. Cringy, what do you got?
Yeah, man, I feel like this game could really go either way. I mean, like, how does the Panthers beat the best team in the NFL, the Rams, and then just get swept by the Saints? It doesn't make you just can't make this season up, actually. But I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers. I don't really have a reason. I mean, like I said, these teams have both been really struggling lately. But I'm gonna go with I don't really have a reason, but I think this game could go either way. But I'm going to get the Buccaneers. I feel like they just have the better team offensively and defensively. But, I mean, like I said, they've both been struggling. So the Panthers definitely have the chance to win this game. But I'm going to go with the Buccaneers.
In our final 1 o'clock game, we have, what the heck? We have the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Miami Dolphins. As I've seen, I think Joe Burrow is still going to play. And then the Dolphins are starting Quinn Ewers out of Texas, the rookie guy. And yeah, Joe Burrow versus Quinn Ewers. I'm sorry, Cringy. No one with a brain cell is picking the Dolphins to win this football game. If Joe Burrow is playing, as of this moment, he is. So give me the Bengals. It's going to be a shootout, like 38-28 final score. Bengals win. Cringy, what do you got?
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like even if Tua was starting, I'd still probably pick the Bengals. I know that performance against the Steelers was absolutely atrocious. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cincinnati Bengals. I am very excited to see how Quinn does. I want to see. Hopefully he plays pretty well. But yeah, I think the Bengals will get this win. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they blow him out. But I just hope Quinn has a good game to see what. I'm ready to see what my other guys can do besides Tua. I believe Tua leads the NFL with the most interceptions, so that's great. But yeah, anyways, I think the Bengals get the job done.
Heading into the 4 o'clock window, we have our game of the week between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. The Broncos finally getting their big win against a notable opponent instead of, the Raiders and those garbage dumpster fire ugly teams. And then the Jaguars are riding really hot as well, dude. I think they're on a 3-game streak themselves. I mean, I picked them the last few weeks and they made me very happy. However, I am going to go with the Broncos here, even though I think everything in my gut is telling me the Jaguars are going to win this game. Because if the Broncos win this game, dude, they're going to be on a 12-game win streak. And if the Broncos do somehow win this game, even I'm going with them, they might be the Super Bowl favorite, honestly, because every week it seems like they keep, it's time for them to lose. It's time for them to lose. And they keep winning, which is interesting. So I'm going to keep going with the Broncos. Let's ride. Cringy, what do you got?
I'm going to go with the Jaguars. They just seem like they're on a very hot streak right now, but I know the Broncos are on that big game-winning streak right now themselves. But the Jaguars just seem they're doing really well right now. We don't talk about that deficit between the Texans, when they gave up like 30-something points to lose. But besides that, though, they look like a pretty good team. I think, yeah, this is definitely game of the week. This would be a good game. I feel like this game would definitely go either way. But I'm going to go with the Jaguars in a very close, high-scoring game.
Up next, we have, what? We have the Battle of the Birds, the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, the Falcons, they have Kirk Cousins at your quarterback, Omega lol, and the Arizona Cardinals have Jacoby Brissett, who continues to throw 300 yards in losing football games. But I am going to go with the Cardinals to beat the Falcons here. They're at home. I feel like the Cardinals haven't won since, like, TV was first in color, bro. It's been a minute since the Cardinals won a football game. And one of those 11 losses are to the Tennessee Titans. Absolutely diabolical. Shout out to Amari DiMercado for fumbling the ball, literally going into the end zone. But Cardinals get the win. At this point, who cares about either one of these teams? They both disappointed amongst all fronts this season. Cringy, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, like, this game is about to be an absolute tank bowl, or one of the tank bowl games of Week 16 here. Like I said, I mean, these teams aren't really fighting for anything. They're just playing to play at this point. But I'm going to put the Falcons in a very relatively close-scoring game.
Up next, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Detroit Lions. The Steelers, they control their own destiny right now. If the Steelers win out, Cringy, they win the division, they get the 4 seed, and host a playoff game. Mike Tomlin continues his winning season ways. But they have to go against a Detroit team that I believe they're coming off a loss to the Rams, if I'm not mistaken, or I might be getting my weeks mixed up. I am getting very old really fast here. I do not see this on my thing. Okay, Rams have a check mark. I'm just going to assume that's the way of the jungle. Anyways, Lions, they're probably going to get the win here. They need to, honestly. They're right there with the Cowboys. Not as low of a percentage. I think the Lions have a 44% chance of making the playoffs. I remember hearing about that earlier this week. Lions get the win, and the Steelers open the door for that team in Baltimore. Cringy, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Lions as well. I know this shows absolutely blew out my Dolphins, but you got to remember who they were playing. But they're playing a way better team in Detroit, the good old Lions. I think they get the job done. I think it could probably be a close one. I mean, the Steelers defense is pretty good, but the Lions, they just have every weapon known to man. So I'm going to get a close game. The Lions get the win.
Up next, we have a 30-second ad. We have the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Houston Texans. I mean, you can make this easy pick 'em 2.0. There's no way the Raiders are winning this football game. Next, Texans win. Cringy, what do you got?
Yeah, I don't know if the Raiders will ever. I mean, depending who they play, I don't know if they'll ever win another football game this season. But yeah, give me the Texans. I mean, there's not much else to be said.
And on Sunday Night Football, we have my most controversial pick of the season. We have the New England Patriots traveling to Baltimore to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson and the boys, they are down one game right now to that old man, that 42-year-old man, Aaron Rodgers, and the Pittsburgh Steelers in the division. Patriots coming off a tough loss against the Buffalo Bills. I think they're starting to come down to earth, and I believe that will continue. Give me the Baltimore Ravens to win this football game. This will show that experience does matter. Drake May will have a good football game, but I do expect them to have one costly mistake to give them the L. Ravens win 34-28. Cringy, what do you got?
That's a very interesting take, but I am going to go with the Patriots. I mean, yeah, they blew a 28-7 lead, or like, was it 21-7? It doesn't matter. They just blew an absolute lead against the Bills. But I mean, man, I don't know, man. Thinking about it now, it might not be a bad call, but I mean, I think this should be a good game. I think Patriots will get a very good bounce back win here against the Ravens, but I guess we'll see what happens.
In the final game of Week 16, we have Monday Night Football between the San Francisco 49ers and the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts, I'm surprised they're able to schedule this game, bro. I didn't think there'd be elder abuse, bro. 8:15 p.m.? I know it's 8 or 7:15 Central Standard Time, but hopefully Phillip Rivers holds off on the warm milk. And the 49ers are just trying to keep up with the Seahawks and Rams, dude. Can you imagine being 10-4 and third in your division? That is a tough scene all around. 49ers get the win, and the Colts, I'm sorry, like your season's over. As soon as Daniel Jones tore his not his ACL, but I can't remember the dang muscle in his leg. I'm drawing a blank on it. But ever since that happened, Colts season, I'm sorry. 49ers win. You guys had a nice run. Cringy, what do you got?
Yeah, I gotta go with the 49ers as well. Yeah, like big prayers up for the Colts fans, man. Y'all started the season like literally at one point Zach had you guys at the top of the power rankings, and you haven't seen that in God knows how long. And sadly, your season's coming to a dramatic, unfortunate end. Give me the Niners. I mean, I don't think Phillip can save y'all season. I mean, but it's nice to see him coming back. Bro came back from the COVID times just to try to save y'all season, but I don't think it's going to happen. Give me the Niners getting this win.
And that's all I have for you today. This could make or break the Pick'em League as we have split in 5 games this week. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Will I finally stop going 9-7? Will Cringy tie it up if I go 0-5 in the 50-50 games? Everything is on the line. But other than that, it's been Zach, and we will see you all next week for NFL Week 17 predictions. And it's been Zach and Cringy. We'll see you all there. Peace.
Yep.